Yo, what's up? It's yours truly, the Master Ceremonies, Crush the Legend, Grand Rising. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. What's happening? Miserable Monday, Madness Monday, top of the work week. We all back to work. Weekends always over too short. They need to add another weekend. Another day to the weekends. They need to add another day to the weekends. But what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's waking up, waking up, feeling good, coming out that deep sleep, and waking up with a positive message on their mind, with positivity on their mind. No, none of that negative stuff. Too much of that going on in the world. So, we got a quick cook this morning. This past weekend, Philadelphia's own Jerron Boots Ennis answered a lot of questions, silenced a lot of haters. But if you're not doing something right, you're not going to have haters. So I think the hate will continue on from Jerron Boots Ennis. But salute to Philadelphia. Anybody that's from Philly, y'all should be in a good mindset when it comes to sports right now. As far as this sport, the sport of boxing, this young man is making noise. So salute to Jerron Boots Ennis. This would not be a long live, just something short and brief, because there ain't really nothing really to cook on about, but we must talk about this. So smash the like button as you come in. If you smash the like button, if you get the notification or not, I'm not sure, but I would not waste too much time up here talking to myself. It's a whole lot going on, and it's a whole lot going on. So anyway, man, this past weekend, it was fight weekend, and we was waiting to see Jerron Boots Ennis from Philadelphia get tested. Well, I wasn't waiting, but a lot of boxing fans was waiting to see what was going to happen with Jerron Boots Ennis, because a lot of people feel as though that Boots Ennis hasn't done anything enough in the sport. He hasn't faced no opposition to really test him. So I guess hopefully the test this past Saturday, Boots Ennis, quote unquote, passed this so-called test in a lot of people's minds and eyes about who he really is as a boxer in the sport of boxing, in a weight class that I know he should truly dominate for the remaining time that he's there. But this is what I'm afraid of, saying that, because a lot of us know that Jerron Boots Ennis is the best thing at welterweight right now. Okay, if we just simply going off the eye test, who's the best guy? We still got to get these other fighters in there with him. But right now, in real time, Jerron Boots Ennis is the best skilled fighter at welterweight, hands down. Now, could it be someone else that's better? It's a possibility. But time will remain, people, when we find out if it's someone else that's really the man at 147 pounds. And we've been waiting to see what was going to happen in 147 pounds, period. Ever since the exit of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and the other guys that was right there at 147 before the young Jerron Ennis came along. Now let me walk y'all through some time real quick, okay? Because I'm a guy that stay consistent with everything that I say at my mouth, all right? So remember, before things got rolling, before the final curtain closed on 147, right? Jerron Boots was coming up, and he was already calling the names out at 147. He already said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, and a few others. I was one of them, even though being a fan of the young man. And I was like, I don't think this young man should get in the ring with these fighters at the time. This is what I really thought. I said, no, this ain't his time. And people were saying, man, get out of here. Give him a shot right now. I think you earn it the right way. I think if you're going to get up there and get in the ring with the top guys, you have to earn it the right way. Not having your thing fixed up, not being a boxing plant. You know what I mean? Like they got the industry plants in Hollywood. See, I didn't want to think that about this young man. You know, because there are a lot of those in the sport of boxing. A lot of these guys are not as good as we think they are. A lot of these guys is in ranking spots that they shouldn't be ranked in. So everybody you see at number one, are they really at number one? We know those spots can be paid for. But see, all the heat was on this young man, Jerron Ennis, right? All his heat was on him. So I was even saying, I said, no, I don't think he should get in there with, come interrupting, you know, the undisputed between, you know, Earl, you know, Sean Porter, those dudes, because, you know, Jerron Ennis, he ain't in the same class as those guys. So, you know, he was being the kid that got skipped a grade, you know what I mean? Because he's so smart, let's skip a grade. So everybody's like, throw him up in the mix. And I'm like, no, don't throw him in there just yet. Let those dudes handle that, because this is the next class. You know, you got one class and then you got the next class. So I said his time is going to come. And his time of coming, people was being aware of Jerron Ennis. You know, and a lot of them was acting like they ain't know who this young man was. Oh, who is he? Who is he? Using the same old excuse. Who did he fight, lady? Who did he fight, lady? What has he done? And I'm sitting there like, okay, y'all keep talking y'all trash, which I'll let y'all talk. See, I only talk when it's time to talk, because I sit back and I listen and I learn before I open up my mouth. So it ain't too much I'm going to say out my mouth that's going to have me looking stupid or incorrect. You know what I mean? So I said, no, his time is coming. And these guys know. Sean Porter was one of the first dudes from his class that did not front. He kept it real. He said, yo, I ain't got no time to be bothered with that kid. See, Sean Porter was one of the first ones to keep it real. We know Sean Porter, you know, he wishy-washy with the facts. You know what I mean? Sometimes he want to be telling the truth and sometimes he don't. So, you know, I was like, okay, Sean Porter, keeping it real, because we definitely here in Philly wanted Boots to get at Sean Porter, get at Showtime Sean Porter. So Sean Porter said, yo, I am not getting in there with this young man, especially at this time of my career when I know I'm halfway out. I know I ain't got my body on this side of boxing. I'm halfway in and halfway out. I can't do that with this man. So I'm going to stay away from him. So everybody knew, even Earl and Bud knew, but they was like, calm down, you know, little pup. You nice, but you ain't nice. You ain't that nice. You might want to wait. You might want to wait. And then a lot of people would say, yo, if he get in there, they give this man a chance. Right now, they'll be beating because, you know, Boots would be considered green, you know, towards Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. But sometimes that is surprising. You be thinking somebody is green and they be ready. So that's why it makes me think, hey, sometimes y'all need to rethink about cherry picking, because I don't think a lot of boxing fans know what cherry picking is. Okay? But it was a whole lot of it was a lot of boot kicking. It was a lot of ass kicking this past weekend, right? So now we go through this and go through that, and then they put him in the ring and everybody's coming down on him. I want those same people to have the same energy for Jerron Ennis that they been had. We don't need no new bandwagon people. No, keep y'all same energy, because there's too much bandwagon hopping and swinging from tree to tree in boxing now. You get content creators, one day they talking big about a fighter, and then the next day that same fighter that they talking big about, they just saying all these horrible things about this fighter now. So, you know, a lot of content creators, they go with the mode. I'm not with that. I ain't with that swinging and swinging. You want to, you know, big up a fighter when it's good for you. Then you want to bring down a fighter when it's good for you. I'm not one of those guys. I don't get into that. I just talk about what is going on with them. I'm not one day I'm tearing this fighter down and another time I'm building him up. No, that's too much swinging for me. And any content creator that does that, and there's a few y'all out there, if y'all don't like it, come and yell at me. I'm just calling out. Be consistent. What type of content creator you are. You know, because one minute you building up a fighter, and then at the same breath, you're tear down that same fighter that you building up. Stay on the same side. If you was never rocking with Boots Ennis, keep it that way. You was never rocking with Boots Ennis, keep it that way. We don't want y'all over here. See, all attention ain't a good tension. You know, all fandom ain't good fandom. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of this nonsense. People acting like they really like fighters and this, that, and the other. And they'll be tearing these fighters down every chance that they get, and then bigging them up when it's good for them. Get your opportunist ass on out of here. I don't like people like that. What's going on? But anyway, you know, come down on it, he ain't did this, he ain't do that, who he fought, y'all should be understanding right now that just because a name isn't ringing doesn't mean that a name is not good. That's what's wrong with you boxing fans. Y'all think that the name gotta have something to it. That is wrong with y'all. That's why y'all always gonna think that there's nobody that can be greater than somebody. I tell y'all, in every aspect of M&F in life, just because you're not aware of something doesn't mean that it don't exist, because most of y'all believe in something that you don't even have no goddamn idea of it existing in the first place. Don't let me get on y'all this morning. Don't let me get on y'all this morning. But put some respect on Philly name. I'm just saying. Where's all the boots and his haters at? I need y'all to talk to me this morning. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't this, he ain't that. I don't want to hear none of that. Cause this past Saturday, he got in there with a live opponent. Don't try to go change the narrative and downplay Stanionis, because a lot of y'all wasn't downplaying Stanionis before he got that boot to his ass. Okay, we're not doing that, especially me, because I'm really getting tired of the internet. I'm getting tired of the internet. I'm really ready to just get off the internet. All in all, I'm dead serious. If I get off this internet, I'm not coming back, because it's just too much nonsense going on. They ain't got time for it. You know what I mean? Or, I operate, deal with the internet where I want to, because I think being on the internet every day is really starting to get on my nerves. So some days I would not be coming on. Yeah, I won't even come on to watch boxing chats and nothing. I'm going to take some, because I'm really be thinking some things about this internet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hell yeah. I don't want to hear nothing. Where the naysayers at? Where y'all at now? Now, don't say he still ain't done nothing, because it's always the people who probably never done a damn thing in life always talking about somebody didn't do enough. Smash the like button as I take a sip of this coffee that I know one of y'all haters wish y'all could have put something in it. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna happen. Ain't going to happen. You know somebody wish they put something in this to stop me from talking my facts. Ain't going to happen. See, I'm the type of cat, I go to any party and feel safe. I go to any party and feel safe, no matter what's going on in there, no matter what you put and what's there at the party. Because for one, I'm already coming loaded with my antidote in me, so I would not fall for the okie dokes. They already come with my antidote in me, so you can't slip me a Mickey for me to start acting goofy and trippy. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, be careful out there. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to slip me no damn Mickey. So that's why I put the antidote in my body just in case by accident. Boop. Okay? Nah, it's not gonna happen. A lot of y'all people better learn something out here. Learn something out here, because a lot of times you can prevent some things from happening to you if you have knowledge of it. You know what I mean? Hey, that's why when you walk out these doors and you're gonna go drink this, that, and the other, you better know about what's good for your body, that's gonna fight the dangers off that you put in your body from the moment it arrives. And that's what a lot of y'all people who be talking boxing be doing, putting all that poison out there. It is not good for boxing talk. Let me just say that. It's not good for boxing talk. The whole thing is, talk about these fighters in whole. Talk about them as being fighters. Talk about them as being a professional fighter, not hating on them. Talk about their skill set. Are they really good? Or are they not this, that, and the other? Just don't be talking about a fighter because you simply just don't like them. And that's why your cooks be cold as heck, because you're not cooking on facts. You're cooking off your damn personal problem with an athlete, and it kills me. And it kills me. But what's next for Jerron Ennis? What's next? Whatever the hell Jerron Ennis wants to do, boxing fans, let me tell y'all that. Let me just tell y'all that, because y'all keep on thinking that these fighters is supposed to move when we want them to move or do what we want them to say. It is not our career. It's these fighters' career. You either agree with them or don't agree with them. But my whole thing is, when it's a damn sport or something that you are not even into or good at, you shouldn't be disagree with anything that they do. You shouldn't be disagreeing with anything that they do because you don't even know how to do this thing. You ain't even good at it. So how you get to critique what somebody should be doing? See, that's what's wrong with fans. They feel like they're entitled. Let me tell you something, boxing fans. Boxing ain't your girlfriend, your little trick, your wife, your fiance, none of that. Let me tell you something, boxing fans. These fighters is not supposed to submit to y'all asses. These fighters ain't supposed to do what we want them to do. It's their career. They started their career. Boxing found them. Boxing didn't come through us and tell us to go out and look at those goddamn titles. Boxing didn't do that, but see, so-called entitled boxing fans always talking this nonsense. And y'all get on my daggone nerves. Stop trying to say what somebody should be doing with their damn career. What are you doing in your career? How I'll talk about that? Always coming down on hard, this fight ain't moving this way, this fight ain't moving that way. How you moving? That's my whole thing. How you moving? You say he ain't moving like no killer. Are you moving like a killer? Are you moving like a competitor? No. Always what these fighters should do. No, these fighters should do what the hell is good for them. No matter if you disagree or agree with it or not, it's their damn career. This ain't your career, boxing fans. You just a spectator. So you sit your little ass down, grab your little popcorn, and enjoy the damn show. If you don't like it, then don't pay for it again and keep it moving. Keep it moving, because every freaking boxing fan talk like they so damn great and put so much pressure on these damn fighters. Then they ain't even applying the pressure where the pressure need to be. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. That's why it's good for these fighters to go out there and put boot to ass so to shut all these haters up. Cause I don't hear nobody enough for where y'all at. Where the haters at? Where y'all at? Y'all been talking all this stuff about this man. He ain't did nothing. You ain't did ish. What did you do in the sport of boxing? Do you even understand the concept of doing something, not doing something in the sport of boxing? Most of y'all don't know the concept of if a fighter is doing something or not. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know this damn sport. You don't. I hear you talk every damn day. If you gotta get on here and talk down on a fighter, you don't know ish. You don't know a damn thing. You can't say that you do. Because if you did, you would keep it on the damn sport and nothing else. Doing that. No more, no less. Y'all don't do that. Y'all get to talking about their personal lives and this, that, and the other, worrying about their girlfriend, if they cheating on them or not. You worrying about too damn much. You worrying about too much. Hold on for a sec. They got you coming in early today?
7 to 3, I think. Yeah.
Were you at the West Desk?
I think so. I don't really know.
Let's relax for a minute. We'll find out. Yeah. You know what? I think you in for Miss Denise. Yeah, that's the older lady that. Yeah, you coming in for her. Okay. So I'm gonna get out your way. You know what I mean? Smooth and you clock in right here. Now go ahead and get out your way. Yeah, you doing 7 to 3. That's her joint. All right, cool. She must have had an appointment or something. How was your weekend? You worked here this weekend or somewhere else? You was here this weekend?
Yeah, I think I was here all weekend.
All right, cool, man. It's good seeing you, man. I'm gonna be right ahead. Yeah, y'all, so like I was saying, AJ64, I don't know what the hell they be talking about, bro. I don't know what they be talking about when it come to this boxing thing, because I say keep it on the skill set of these fighters, nothing personal. Yeah, gotta take some time. It's crazy, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm back. Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, so you know, I just these fighters, you know what I mean? Do what they're gonna do with their career, man. You know? Gotta let the hair down. Gotta let that thing down. But yeah, I think Bruce Ennis definitely made his case clear that he's the guy to beat at 147 pounds, and that remains to be seen. Now, when you look at the roster at welterweight, it's easy to say that most likely he can take down the division, because as skilled of a fighter as Boots Ennis is, I don't really see anyone at welterweight right now who I can say that can match him skill set for skill set. I could be wrong. Maybe I need to look into it a little longer, but I don't know. I think I'm pretty good. Where I'm at with the mindset when it comes about Boots Ennis, because you need someone right now at 147 pounds that's more skilled than Boots Ennis, and you're being honest about it. Not because you like them not because you like the fighter or you dislike Jaron Ennis, but you tell me somebody right now at welterweight that you can honestly say, yeah, so tell me, is it anybody at 147 pounds right now that has a better skill set or even more skill than Jaron Ennis? Now, everybody want to see this Brian Norman fight. Brian Norman Jr., who I think is good. I think I need to see more Brian Norman Jr. because, like I said, Brian Norman right now, Brian Norman Jr., you guys is acting like he's been at welterweight for a long time. He just got there. Like, literally. Okay? Brian Norman Jr. just got the 147, people. So it ain't like he been there as long as Boots, because he hasn't. But he just got the 147. The young brother, he's infamous, known for giving a lot of top name fighters in the sport of boxing. He's known for giving these fighters a whole lot of trouble in sparring, but not giving out good work. There's nothing wrong with that, giving out good work and everything. But when that good work don't fall over into the professional fights, you know, when it comes fight night, too many people is not trying to hear that. I'm not big on what somebody been doing with somebody in sparring. You know, even though it's good, but people take it too far, you know, because sparring is the best way to get somebody sharp. But now you have these fight fans and stuff and content creators looking at sparring like it's an actual boxing match and acting like what one did in sparring actually means more than what one would do in a real fight. It doesn't make sense. So just because somebody was able to get one off on somebody in sparring doesn't mean it's going to happen in a fight all the time, people. See, y'all got to be in that ring to know that. I stop thinking because a person was able to get their thing off in sparring that they might be able to get it off in a real fight. It don't work like that all the time. It doesn't. It don't work like that all the time. But right now, there's no one at 147 pounds that I can look at honestly and say, hey, he got the better skill set than Jaron Ennis. You all right?
Yeah, I got my jacket.
Okay. Yeah, so there's nobody that is better than him. Yeah, YouTube is a wild place, man. Yeah, YouTube is a wild place, but I'm starting to think it's more so that the people that's on here on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, you know, people that you deal with on an everyday basis is some of the people with the goofy stuff, you know? So I just be trying to figure things out, man. Figure things out. But yeah, the fight weekend was a good weekend. What's up, Jay Gidd? Fights was pretty good this weekend. Also was another fight that took place this past weekend that was pretty good. Shakram did his thing this weekend, man. Shout out to Shakram Gayasab, or whatever his name is. I'm chopping his name up. Some say Gayasab. Good performance by him. He did exactly what he needed to do with and to his opponent. Don't play with your food. If it's fighters, then they know they are simply outmatched, like they simply, you know, overmatched their opponent. Man, get them up out of there. Don't play with the food. Just get them up on out of there, because fight fans is going to have something to say. That's just like even this past weekend. I forgot, in the sport of boxing, you're going to get hit. I thought that, you know, in the sport of boxing, you want to see somebody get hit. You want to see someone be tested, right? So now there's this thing going on that now, you know, once again, hold on, AJ, I got to put you in blue too, man. Oh, AJ, you know what? AJ, I didn't know you was that old, AJ. Not that you old. I thought you was around the same age as me. Well, you're just a few years older. I'll be 56. Yeah, I'll be 56 in July. Okay? And what I mean by that is really the concept with DEATH. All right? The only thing that makes it bad is when you know a damn thing about science. All right, because the human race don't exist without science, so you have to be a part of science first to be human. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I was one of those kids that was on the yellow bus, you know, the short yellow bus, not the long one. Not the long bus to take you on a field trip, but the little van and shit. And I'm in there with motherfuckers that got helmets on their heads. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what the hell y'all be learning. Oh, yeah, you July the 2nd. I'm July the 27th, AJ. I'm at the end of the month, yeah. I'm at the end of July, bro. But yeah, just people just make me sick with this nonsense, bro. With the nonsense. 7790. Oh, shoot. Hey, you a 7... Hey, Jay Gibb. That's my guy, Jay Gibb. I ain't know you was a 7-2, man. 7798, man. 72769. You know what I mean? And it's good to have that 7. You know, the most divine number. Oh, goddamn number. That number 7 means something special. So when you got that number 7 along in your rival here more than once, you are special. Don't let that go over your head. You see what I'm saying? Don't let that go over your head, all right? The most divine number is 7. Yeah, I mean, that's why I consider myself a 7th wonder of this world. Now, I mean, if I can't be the 7th, I'll be the 17th, the 27th, the 37th. But damn it, I'm a wonder in the 7th column in this world, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's messing with y'all a little bit, man. But like I was saying, hey, Jerron Ennis did his thing, so right now, and you know, everybody was waiting to see what was going to be his response in the ring after the fight, his in the ring fight post, you know what I mean? So he didn't say too much. He's not sure what he wanted to do. Everybody was saying and afraid. Well, the haters was hating on him. Oh, look at him. Jerron, oh, Bruce Ennis look bad. Oh, it's going to end bad for Jerron Ennis. He looks horrible. Oh, my God. Look at him. He looks so thin. Blah, blah. Oh, man, Stanionis going to do this to him. Look how skinny he is. Oh, my God. Jerron Ennis look bad like how Devin Haney was looking his last couple fights at 135. Oh, my God, he looks small. And I'm like, okay, all right. We'll see fight night. So fight night come, right? Fight night come. Everybody was coming down on Jerron Ennis. Thought that Stanionis was going to go in there and do something to Bruce Ennis that the haters would like for it happening to Jerron Ennis, right? And, you know, oh, he looked great, man. It's time for him to lead the weight class, man. Look at him. He should have left the weight class. Y'all wasn't saying that when Devin Haney kept his ass down at 135, looking like a dried up goddamn, a dried up vegan on crack at the same time, like he spent the night with a poop. Yeah. What's up, Mike? What's going on with you? Mike Mizak in the building. Mike Miz in the building, man. How you feeling, man? Grand Rising this Monday, man. Talking about Boots Ennis, Jerron Ennis putting on a great performance this past weekend. Yeah, looking man. There we go. I don't know what's going on. Quit on this. Yeah, he didn't want to come out for that 7th round. So, you know, like I was saying, listen, man, shout out to him. Very great job by Jerron Ennis. But what they going to say now? What are they going to say now? All right, so, you know, we going to see. So it's 2 more belts to collect. You know, Barrios has 1 stone. Brian Norman Jr. has 1 stone. So what they going to do? You know now, like Jerron said, now if Jerron don't stay there at 47 and complete the mission by getting the other 2 belts, nobody better not say he's ducking no goddamn Brian Norman Jr. Because I know that's what they're going to try to say. I know they're going to try to use that as an excuse, you know, but like he said, he needs to see how his body feels and everything, even though, you know, no rehydration clause. So he looked good when he rehydrated, you know, and even though to us, he looked like he was in mad pain because he looked so small. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this damn thing this morning. I sure don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah. He said Boots. Yeah. He definitely gonna do his thing. And like I said, only if it feels comfortable for Boots, then you know, stay and complete the mission. But if you gotta, you know, overwork him, if he gotta overwork himself a little bit to stay down at 47 for those 2 belts, if he got to overwork himself, then I don't think he should do it. I don't think he should do it. I think if a fighter's going to do that, I think they should do it at a weight class that's more comfortable for them. You know what I mean? I think they should do that at a weight class that's more comfortable for them, because sometimes, you know, it may work against you. Like, I think that's what really happened with Errol Spence. Because we know by the time Errol Spence finally got a chance to fight for undisputed, Errol Spence had been at 147 too long. And this fucking thing. Errol Spence is just so eager to become undisputed at welterweight that he went against the grain. You know what I mean? He went against the grain and it didn't work for him. You know what I mean? Regardless of who he was in the ring with. It could have been somebody else other than Terrence Crawford that night. You know, it could have been somebody other than Terrence Crawford that night. It just happened to be Terrence Crawford. But, you know, sometimes when you stay somewhere too long, you know, sometimes you got to understand when you're doing a little too much to do something. And I think that was the problem that happened with Earl. He wanted it too bad and was willing to do everything. Like Earl did so much to get that shot at that 1 belt. And it cost him. Okay, so I don't want to see another fighter making that same mistake of trying to get something done in a weight class so bad, you know. And I understand because welterweight is a highly it's one of the prestige weight classes in boxing. I get it. Lightweight, one of the prestige weight classes in the sport of boxing. Middleweight, you know, is a prestige weight class in the sport of boxing, so I understand the reason why these fighters wanted to become undisputed in those weight classes first. I get it, but you cannot go against the grain, people. I mean, there's one thing of daring to be great, but when you turn your daring to be great into Evel Knievel, it's not good. When you turn your daring to be great more so into like being like Evel Knievel, then it's a damn problem. You need to do something better with the situation. And he gave too much. I don't know what's going on with this goddamn YouTube. Tighten up. Tighten up, YouTube. Damn. Tighten up. All this money that y'all get, a StreamYard money, y'all. Tighten up. Shoot. But man, like I said, and shout out to Raymond Ford. I mean, shout out to Raymond Ford. I need to see more about Raymond Ford. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not taking any shots at Raymond Ford, but I just simply need to see more. That's all I'm saying. I need to see more Raymond Ford. I mean, some people think he should have did more with that opponent that he had in front of him, but he didn't. Shout out to Raymond Ford. Let's see what he's going to do next. I mean, the guy, you know, Matisse, he got in there and sold us. You know, he sold us. What's going on, Latoya? What's going on, niece? You know, he got in there and he did exactly what he's supposed to do, sell us a fight, and didn't do none of that ish in the ring when he got in there with little Raymond Ford. So we're going to see what's next with Raymond Ford, too, you know. Let these fighters get their chance. But like I said, shout out to Boo Simmons for putting the ass crack against Stanionis, a guy that who was a top tier guy, welterweight, undefeated, unblemished, that never really been hurt in his career, never been dropped, none of that. So Gerard Ennis did the thing to Stanionis. Now, I want people to give him his full credit because there was going to be people that was going to downplay it. Oh, man, you know what you expect. What you expect from a dude that only got 15 fights. See, that's what's wrong with the sport of boxing right now. You see how easy somebody say, well, you know, he only got a certain amount of fights. Yes, and that's bad. That's not a good thing. Come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Damn. YouTube, y'all messing me up. Y'all keep, I don't know what the heck is going on with y'all, but y'all messing up my chain of thought right now, YouTube. But what I was about to, yeah, there you go again. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know, y'all. It's a conspiracy. What's up, Latoya? Yeah, talking about Boo Simmons, man. Yeah, and see the whole time before, that's the whole thing. The whole time before the Boots fight, somebody else should have been trying to do something against Stanionis. You know what I mean? Somebody else should have been trying to do something against Stanionis. They had a whole enough time because what? Stanionis until this past Saturday, the last time he was in the ring was last year. Because we know on the average, most of these guys is only fighting once a year anyway. We had fighters that was fighting maybe twice a week or twice a month at one time. But, you know, it's a sad thing. But now when you look at it, all these fighters, they inexperienced. They going in there with these guys that got 30 or 40 fights and they only got 15 fights. Well, you tell the sport of boxing to fix those problems. And that's simply because a lot of these promoters and managers, they are ass. They are ass. That's why you got fighters, you know, as long as Stanionis' name been ringing, we would have thought he had more fights than that. Then people was tripping about, you know, Terrence Crawford when he went to 154, Fort Madrimov. That guy only had 11 fights. So we got guys that would be considered prospects getting in there with top dogs. You ain't supposed to have no damn prospect getting in the ring with a damn champion. Make that make sense, people? Make that make sense? Make that make sense? That's considered prospect numbers, right? Just like Keyshawn Davis. Guys don't even have 20 fights in. Don't even have 20 fights in. But they title holders. They're title holders, you know what I mean? And they freaking title holders, dog. It don't make sense to me. But these, and you know what, AJ? That's the problem. And maybe that's the reason why we getting a lot of guys that the contenders, the so-called contenders, not even doing anything. Matter of fact, I raised a damn question. I think, exactly. So that means that a lot of these fighters are being pushed. AJ, that's what that means. That means that a lot of these fighters are being pushed, bro. A lot of these fighters, their careers are manufactured because when in the hell are we getting prospects getting big fights? Prospects is not supposed to be getting big ass fights. Prospects are not supposed to be fighting for belts. Keyshawn Davis is not supposed to be no freaking champ. He's still a damn prospect. When did he start to contend? Ain't been tested. A lot of these guys, but people, and then today's fighters, today's fight fans and even fighters got a nerve to talk about, oh, it took them so long, this, that, and the other, then trying to downplay what they did. You can't downplay what the other fighters did because you know what? They really earned it. You know, Floyd didn't go from prospect to champion. Oscar didn't go from prospect to champion. Shane didn't go from prospect to champion. Most of the greats never went from prospect to damn champion. So how the hell that's happening in boxing today? Everybody say, oh, that really ain't good, yo. That's really not good at all. That's not good at all, yo. Yeah, time changed for the worse, and you know what, AJ? Because time changed for the worse, that's why we got all this nonsense and goofy stuff going on. So that's why we're not getting properly matched fights. That's why we constantly seeing guys get in there that's old. I'm telling you, in a moment, Keyshawn Davis gets in there with, you know, quote unquote elite guys that we think he ready for, he's not gonna be ready for him. He's not gonna be ready for him. Put one of these guys that never got a chance to learn and contend, and they went from prospect to championship level. Soon when they put it in there with any of them one of the champions, most likely they going to lose. I don't give a damn. Even though we'll say Keyshawn to beat Shakur Stevenson, no, Keyshawn Davis ain't seasoned enough. And that's when he's going to crack, because you know everybody's relying on his punching power. Everybody ain't going to fall. See, this guy's in boxing that could take a damn punch. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of that. This is wrong with boxing right now. Dudes is not even being tested. Dudes just morphing from prospect. They going from training wheels into a goddamn 1200, a 1600 motorcycle. I gonna go from training wheels to a 1600. Make that make sense. You know what I mean? Come on now, that's what's wrong, and that's why a lot of these guys, when they become champion, they not gonna reign long because they haven't got enough damn years in as experience and know-how. They ain't seasoned enough. They ain't seasoned enough. And you're gonna find out. Gonna find out because Keyshawn Davis haven't been matched right up. They ain't been matching him up right. They haven't been matching him up right. They ain't been matching him up right. As good as Keyshawn Davis been looking, I bet you put him in there with Abdullah Mason right now, win, lose, or draw, he's not going to look as good as he's been looking in all them other fights. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. That's why I said, yo, these guys need to face their damn peers. All this nonsense. All this nonsense. See, they keep thinking that every single fighter is just naturally gifted like that. They're not. Everybody's not Roy Jones special. Everybody is not Floyd Mayweather special. Okay? Everybody's not like that. Everybody ain't Sweet Beast Pernell Winnick special. Everybody sure ain't who I call. You know what I mean? And that's why these fighters do not be looking so damn good, people. That boy from Philly gave a hard time. Yeah, they give me a hard time this morning, man. You know, but that's what it is, and that's why the sport the way that it is. Because these guys are not learning. They getting opportunities before they're not going through the trenches. That's why these guys don't know how it is to be down. Because they being pacified. Keyshawn Davis ain't been tested yet. What has he learned from the opponents that he got in the ring with? Ain't none of those damn opponents that Keyshawn Davis got in the ring with taught him any damn thing. Put him in there right now with somebody with the same skill level and probably the same amount of fights. I bet you he ain't gonna look like that. You know, dudes fight or they don't get no damn paycheck. Make them fight or they don't get no damn check. Simple and plain. Simple as that. They don't want to rumble. They don't want no damn paycheck, my man. They don't, you know what I mean? Those guys are not going to be champions long. And y'all know that if y'all been watching boxing as long as y'all been watching boxing. You see what I'm saying? You dig? That's how it is, man. But shout out to Boots Ennis doing his damn thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Boots Ennis doing his thing. He did his thing this weekend. Yes, he did. Y'all ain't fought nobody. When y'all gonna stop saying that? Because some of the guys that we saying ain't fought no damn body, the reason why they ain't fought nobody because people is afraid to get in there with them. It ain't the other way around. But then y'all going around acting like that fighters really fought some damn body? Oh, Boots Ennis never fought nobody, but y'all acting like Keyshawn Davis fought some damn body? What? Y'all worse than the goddamn colonizers and liars, man. Y'all worse than the people that been telling the whole damn lie since the beginning of your damn existence of eyesight. For real. You can't tell me nothing different. You see this? I'm wired up. I'm wired. See, this is my wire. You can't tell me none of this nonsense. Y'all keep going for the okie doke. Be ready to get on y'all and all type of stuff. Guys ain't been tested out. These dudes gonna be reigning champions. That's why they have a short damn stay. Goddamn undeveloped, not developed enough guys becoming champions. That's what's wrong with the sport of boxing right now. And half of these guys is cowards. Then you got content creators and boxing fans out here having personal hate for a fighter just because they simply don't like him. I ain't never seen no ish like that a day in my mother effing life, yo. In my mother effing life, I never seen anything like that, man. Never seen anything like it in my mother effing life. And it's gonna continue to happen. So why that continue to happen? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be cashing in. I'm gonna be cashing in. Cause I know what's going on. And once I see what's going on, I already know what's gonna happen before it even happens. Now what y'all gonna tell me? Y'all still gonna tell me Jaron Boots Ennis ain't did enough yet? That's what y'all keep on saying? Then y'all making it seem like he gotta get in there with certain fighters to really be. Let me tell y'all something right now. Just because somebody got a damn belt doesn't necessarily mean they are the one to beat. I'm gonna say it again. Just because somebody has a belt, that doesn't mean they are the man to beat. They just a guy you just need to get a belt from, because everybody that has a belt ain't a true champion and ain't a big deal, okay? Y'all gotta stop that. Oh, stop with your goddamn opinions. If your opinions ain't based on facts, shut up. Don't bring your opinions to my ear unless there's facts behind it. See, I ain't really got a problem with opinions at all. But I do have, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So what's next with Boots Ennis? Let's see what's next. Barrios, Brian Norman Jr., whoever. Boots Ennis, do what you need to do, brother, and get up out of that weight class. And let's go up to the next journey at 154, which is the best weight class right now. The toughest weight class, the most competitive weight class in the sport of boxing right now is 154. So before I get up on out of here this morning, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all smash the like button and share this out. Let the haters know that they missed the Monday cook. But I'm about to switch up some things. I'm about to do. Yeah, so listen, y'all. I was trying to close out because they connection is real retarded this morning. So listen, y'all. Jerron Boots Ennis is the man to beat at 154 pounds. There's no other fighter right now at 154 to beat. You know, it's only gonna be one guy. Only one guy per weight class should be the man to beat. Okay, only one guy per weight class is the man to beat, and that man is Jerron Boots Ennis. So I don't want to hear nothing about no Brian Norman. I don't want to hear nothing about no other belt holders. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody at 147 pounds. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, all those dudes, they are not the guys to beat. The man to beat at welterweight is no other than Boots Jerron Ennis, Philadelphia's own. He's the guy to beat. He's the guy to beat. That's the guy to beat. Until somebody beats Jerron Boots Ennis, I don't give a mickin' freaking about what y'all think. Brian Norman Jr., none of those dudes are the man to beat. Those dudes gotta beat each other and then beat him. But if it's anybody that's the man to beat, is Jerron Boots Ennis. Shout out to Boots Ennis for holding Philly down and letting everybody know it ain't over. I'm just getting started. And that's what it is. So until then, hey man, this has been another dope episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. I appreciate y'all that came through and rocked the hell out. And I will be back again. So y'all enjoy y'all Monday, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.